Hi, I'm Jennifer from Unexpected Virtual Tours and Training, where we provide radically creative team building and DEI events for remote and hybrid teams. I'm excited to share with you a preview of our AAPI Heritage Month virtual tour and to let you know what your team can expect before, during, and after the event. By partnering with Unexpected Virtual Tours and Training, you're not just hiring a speaker to talk about AAPI Heritage Month. Instead, we'll embed your team into the Asian American and Pacific Islander story as you've never experienced it before. So you'll visit the places and hear stories about the people that matter to the story with our research-backed combination of live sightseeing, trivia, and deep historic insights. First, when you work with Unexpected Virtual Tours and Training for your company's AAPI month event, you can feel assured that our awesome sales team will handle any of your questions or concerns prior to the event. This includes setting up your Zoom link and sending your calendar invite. Second, many teams will choose to send their members an AAPI Celebration Box. This is a box filled with delicious items from AAPI-owned businesses. Now, the contents may change slightly each year, but you'll always find items that relate to the culture, the history, and people that make up the AAPI community. Our vendors will have products that really honor this important time with their unique products. And by the way, if your team doesn't have a budget for everyone to receive a box, many groups will choose to raffle off a few boxes to attendees. You can either choose winners based on the trivia answers, or we're happy to send you the attendance list after the event so you can determine those lucky winners. If your team purchases celebration boxes, our operations team will ensure that those boxes are shipped directly from our warehouse to your attendees. Once you book the event, we'll also provide promotional materials such as save the date card, a Google Calendar invite, and a promotional video which you can send to your attendees prior to the event to get your team excited for the experience. On the day of the event, our studio host will let you or a member of your organizing team into the event 10 minutes before the start time to double check on optional opening remarks. And that's when the story begins. We'll open your event with an exciting introductory video that sets the tone for our time together. It offers best practices to your team and presents an icebreaker question which your team will answer in our live chat. As that introductory video wraps up, the host will welcome you and your participants, engage the chat answers, and if desired, give time for those opening remarks. After that, we dive right into the 60-minute event. The studio host and on-location guides work together seamlessly to keep your event engaging as they share the story of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders from the 1500s to the present day by focusing on the stories of 4 families. Highlights will include visits to a variety of meaningful locations all around San Francisco's Chinatown with our on-location guide. And these moments infuse an immersive aspect to our events, which enhances the narrative and brings a new depth of understanding that goes beyond dry facts and dull figures. Along the way, our studio hosts infuse trivia questions to keep your team interacting, as you can see from a look at a past event. So let's take a quick peek at the tail end of a trivia section and the transition between our studio host and on-location host.
Never seen, with the start of moving pictures, radio, and the age of flight. So with that in mind, we want to spotlight some careers of Asian American actors whose careers were also soaring during the golden age of movies with a game that we are calling Star Search.
Now, our last starlet is known as the first Chinese American film star in Hollywood. Though she became famous for roles in blockbusters like Shanghai Express, the studios were only casting her in roles where she played manipulative and scheming villains. So at the height of her career, she fought for accurate representation and rejected those big paydays, instead insisting on acting in B-list movies that portrayed sympathetic and accurate Chinese American characters like Daughter of Shanghai.
Yeah. Nope, so far everybody's got it. Corey was the first, and this is Wong Lu Song, more commonly known as Anime Wong. And speaking of stars, we need to head on over to San Francisco to share our last great star of the game, the Great Star Theater, along with Nick.
Yeah, that's right. I had to hop in here because Anime Wong actually came to this theater that I'm standing in front of, the Great Star Theater. Now, this theater will soon celebrate its 100th birthday, and it's looking as fresh as it ever was. But it was founded in 1925 to show Cantonese operas, and you might.
Our mission at Unexpected Virtual Tours and Training is to tell unexpected stories that matter. And we believe that the AAPI story is one of the most important chapters in American history, and it must be thoughtfully and accurately told. Now, we do so by marrying the best of modern technology with the oldest human tradition, storytelling. From the comfort of your laptops, your team will be immersed into a powerful narrative about our AAPI community. We'll put virtual boots on the ground to see underappreciated sites, and with those celebration boxes, your team can literally smell and taste delicious celebration foods from small AAPI-owned businesses. At the end of the event, your team will receive a link to our resources page to continue that momentum. We're proud to have hosted tens of thousands of attendees on our experiences, and partners like you consistently tell us that their teams are amazed at the history we reveal and leave our events feeling inspired and more connected to a larger community. Before you go, I want to answer a few quick questions that we often receive. First, how do you create your events, and are you mindful of sensitive topics? We want to assure you that we fully understand the challenges in accurately and honestly portraying American history. Our 4 published historians and writers spend hundreds of hours developing our events. They use original source documentation, such as newspaper articles and journals from the relevant time period. A 1-hour experience takes approximately 400 hours of research to produce. Now, all that work results in a thoughtful and carefully curated event that is unflinchingly accurate, but also inspiring and uplifting. And while that might seem like marketing fluff, we can point to our thousands of 5-star Google reviews from customers who validate our approach. Second, are there any hosts from the AAPI community leading this experience? As a certified minority-owned business, we believe strongly in hiring and promoting people of all backgrounds, and in particular, hosts of the representative population for our DEI events. At the same time, we utilize research-based best practices for our training sessions. Harvard psychologists have found that the best diversity training events are inclusive and incorporate the concept of allyship. And for this reason, every AAPI Heritage Month virtual tour is collaboratively hosted. Now, we will have 3 guides on each event, one at least from the AAPI community and others allies. Last but not least, how soon does your company need to book your AAPI month event? This one's easy. As soon as possible. This is one of our newest and most popular events, so it sells out quickly, and we want to make sure we reserve a spot for you. We look forward to sharing an unexpected virtual tour with your team soon. So if you have any questions, please email us at info@unexpectedvirtualtours.com to speak with a member of our team.